Breaking news coming in right this point, the latest from the war zone. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has launched its 89th wave of retaliatory strikes now. It claims firing more than 100 heavy missiles and 200 kamikaze drones. And according to the IRGC statements, the operation, as part of True Promise 4, targeted specific US and Israeli military positions across the region. Iran says the strikes focused on air bases and intelligence hubs, with reports of explosions near Israeli infrastructure in the Negev and US logistical sites in the Persian Gulf. And according to the IRGC, strikes targeted Tel Aviv, Bnei Brak. Images from central Israel, in fact, shown considerable damage. They are showing considerable damage. Israel has meanwhile said that 14 people were injured in the latest Iranian attack. IRGC also saying that a hidden and sheltered gathering point of Americans outside the 5th Fleet base in Bahrain was struck by a swarm of explosive drones and ballistic missiles. In fact, Iran also released a video alongside the announcement. The footage showing multiple missiles being launched and drones taking off in coordinated sequences. It appears intended to demonstrate operational capability and scale. And this also comes at a time when the US and Israel are saying that their repeated targeted strikes have crippled Iranian military. That's what they are saying. Israel and the US, meanwhile, continuing to launch attacks on Iran. These attacks have targeted missile sites, military infrastructure, and also production facilities. Though the retaliatory strikes show Iran continues to retain operational capabilities. In fact, Qatar now also saying that a tanker leased to its state-owned energy company was struck by an Iranian missile in the Gulf country's territorial waters, while the Iranian forces are saying that a tanker belonging to the Israeli entity commercially named Aqua 1 was precisely targeted. That's not all. The political messaging at this point also remains contradictory. The US president, remember, expected to address the nation in just a few hours from now, and he has said that Iran is seeking a ceasefire. Tehran, meanwhile, rejecting that claim. Iranian officials also saying there are no talks with Washington and no negotiations underway. So what's really happening? President Trump told Reuters hours before he was scheduled to make that primetime address to the nation that the US will be out of Iran pretty quickly and could return for spot hits if needed. The situation remains fluid right now, with both military activity and public statements continuing on parallel tracks. So a lot happening on that front.